she a model. She in the mirror like it's showtime, the Apollo. Catch up the phone, now I pull up in the Tahoe. Thought it's boring, I ain't calling unless she swallow. She don't listen, I ain't tripping, she don't follow. Got another wetty swerving on the potholes. Got another thought, he thinks she hit the lotto. She pop a perky, then she chase it with Moscato. This bitch is bad, she fucking all the drug dealers. I took his bitch and then I took his plug, nigga. Have her back, I'm getting to the bag, nigga. Bust in your house, I'm running through your stash, nigga. On the grand flashing all that cash, nigga. Part in my back, I'm counting all these stacks, nigga. Gucci duffel Louis on my ass, nigga. Hennessy and TNT, we blast, nigga. Ferragamo on my chest, I'm looking right, baby. She wanna link, I'm only out here for the night, baby. In Puerto Rico, Casamigos with the Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with the scammer, start to me nice, baby. She hit the bottle and I hold this wobble wobble. This thought he fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble. African swing, he spin, hit the throttle. She wanna fuck with the gangsters, talk to me nice, baby. This whole insect, she fucking on the damn crew. Coming out of sock, she lost her damn shoe. Her friend is poppin', she ain't got no damn clue. Rollin' O's and weed and smoking bamboo. Smoking gelato when the Tahoe smell the fucking jar. She wanna ride with me cause we look like some movie stars. This thotty moving faster than a speeding car. Coming through the door with no panties on. Poppin' Molly's and you know she took a Zanny bar. Talking about a Mazda is a family car. I hit her with a curve, then the coup de grace. Zillow games, I'm shaking up the dice, baby. She wanna stay with me so we can make the night, baby. She wanna be with me so I can lay the pipe, baby. I'm only out here for the night, baby. I'm only out here for the night, baby. Ferragamo on my chest, I'm looking right, baby. She wanna link, I'm only out here for the night, baby. In Puerto Rico, Casamigos with the Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with the scammers, talk to me nice, baby. She hit the bottle and I hold this wobble wobble. This thought he fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble. African swing, he spin, hit the throttle. She wanna fuck with the gangsters, talk to me nice, baby. Reppin' the road, foreign status with my name and they toes. These status announce me, honestly, put the seat back and I gotta see bottles, your little mama wanna suck and to swallow me, whack ties. Welcome to the Check-In Report. I'm in the building tonight. We're here to do a music review show. We're talking about the best albums of 2025. You know, we're wrapping up the year. We got about 2 more weeks of the year. Christmas is next week. After that will be New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So we're just wrapping up the year and just reflecting on some of the great music that we've listened to during the course of the year. Some of the music that we've took hold to, some of the music that we've been riding to all year. And I just want to give my thoughts on some of the songs, give my thoughts on some of the music that came out this year, and let me know if you guys disagree with my placement. Because listen, this is my placement. This is how I feel. I know everybody's not gonna vibe with what I'm saying, and in terms of the songs or the albums that I picked. But this is how I felt. I felt like these were the songs that resonated with me. These were the albums that resonated with me. You may not like these songs. You may not like these albums. Yeah, you may not like these. I see everybody making their little year-end list. I like this album. I like that. There's a couple of albums, and maybe we'll get to that another time. And people putting up these lists, and I just think like, that album was not that good. That's what really inspired me to make this list, because I felt like I was seeing a lot of lists of people making their year-end list in terms of music, and I was just like, that album wasn't that hot. That album wasn't that good. So I decided to make my own top 10 list of best albums that came out this year. Top 10 list of best albums that came out this year. In my opinion, you may disagree. Like I said, you may say, man, these albums wasn't that hot. These were some trash albums. You ain't got no good albums. You ain't got one good album up there, nigga.
may happen to feel like that. You may happen to, and I even got an album that came out last week on here. That's just my opinion. I feel like I like that album. I enjoyed that album, right? But let's go through my list. The top 10 album that came out this year for me, right? The number one album. Should we go from number one or should we go from number 10? I'm trying to decide here. Number one or from number. Let's start at number one because there's no secret here. I think Clips had the best album this year. Let God Sort 'Em Out was the best album this year. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, it was Freddie Gibbs. It was 2 Chainz and Larry June. I keep hearing people talk about the 2 Chainz and Larry June album. It wasn't that good. I couldn't get jiggy with it. I think that Clips put out, and let's give a round of applause for Clips. Them two brothers. I mean, for them to come back, I mean, it's got to be one of the greatest hip hop comebacks we've ever seen. I mean, how long? Let me look that up. Give me 1 second. Let me see how long. When was the last time Clips put out an album? I have to look that up. For them to come back so strong after it got to be over 10 years, a 10-year hiatus. For them to come back after a 10-year hiatus. Let me look that up. I got to look that up. When did, what was the last album? I think it was Till the Casket Drop, right? Till the Casket Drops. When did that album come out? That album came out in 2009. So from 2009, they had not dropped, and I'm not gonna lie, to the Casket Drop, that wasn't a good album. That was, I felt like when they put this album out back then, this was almost like a step backwards. In my opinion, this was like a step backwards. This was a long way from Hell Hath No Fury, which I think is a classic. This album didn't really resonate with a lot of the Clips fans. A lot of this, I mean, they kind of left on, kind of on a mediocre note. I remember, I'm trying to think of the singles on here. I think I'm Good was on here, right? I'm Good, Kind of a Big Deal. Popular Demand, that's the song they had with Cam. Yeah, they kind of left on not on the best of terms. I don't feel like Pharrell, I was about to say a different name. I don't feel like Pharrell gave them the best beats on this album. Yeah, this was never really looked at as one of their best albums. So for them to practically, after years, after dropping a mediocre album and coming back with what I regard as probably the best album of this year, in my opinion, from my estimation. When you have Malice rapping his ass off, you got Pusha T rapping his ass off, you got Pharrell making some incredible beats with some incredible production. A lot of people, that's another thing, a lot of people felt like Pharrell had fell off. A lot of people felt like Pharrell wasn't making the best music anymore. A lot of people felt like, yo, Pharrell, he ain't coming with that, that early Clip stuff. He ain't coming with that Jada knock yourself out type beat. He was kind of lacking. A lot of people was sleeping on Pharrell in his production, and I felt like he put a foot in everybody's ass on this album. So yeah, I'm going to say that this was the best album, in my opinion. Now, I will say this. I do have a little bit of criticisms of this album. Even though, I love a lot of aspects of this album. Let's give it some criticisms. I love a lot of aspects of this album, but they didn't really give me a lot of, talk for the women. I didn't get a lot of talk for the women on this album. I got a lot of sentimental vibes on this, which I thought was beautiful when they made that song about their mother and father that had passed away. Thought that was a beautiful moment in the album. Um, I love a lot of the rapping on this album. I love a lot of the moments on this album. But I do feel like they could have gave us a little bit more in terms of the women. I don't feel like the women were really represented on this album. We didn't really hear no odes to women. And I always felt like the clips had always had that. If you go back to the first album, Lord Willing, you had Ma don't love her. Don't listen to her words. She's trying to split us up. She's trying to split up us lovebirds. Like they had songs for the women. If you go back to the Hell Hath No Fury, Dirty Money. You know? They had songs for the women, and I feel like on this album, I don't really feel like they really represented that. That would be my only critique. But in terms of that, that's probably my only critique. I thought that this was a great project front to back. Front to back, I thought that they were rapping their asses off. I think that the production was incredible. So that's what I think in terms of that. I think that this was a great album and a great addition to the Clips discography. I'm not mad at it. Do I think this album is better than Hell Hath No Fury? That's a good question. And y'all let me know whether you're in the comment section or let me know if you're in the rebroadcast of this. Let me know. Do you think that this album was better than Hell Hath No Fury? A lot of people regard Hell Hath No Fury. Let's go to that album. They regard that as the crown jewel in the Clips discography. And I'm not necessarily mad at that. I think that that is true. If I had to judge right now, right here and now, I think I may edge Hell Hath No Fury over Let God Sort Him Out. Only because you could really hear the hunger. Like they were really trying to prove something on Hell Hath No Fury. And I think that's probably why Let God Sort Him Out came out so well. I think that they took so long of a break that they had something to prove coming back. On this Hell Hath No Fury album, a lot of people, they talk about the sophomore slump. So they really try to do a lot to really try to, I guess to really show people what they were made of on that second album. And they did a hell of a job. So if I had to say which one I thought was better at this point in time, I'd probably say Hell Hath No Fury is a better album at this particular time, right? But Let God Sort Him Out. I mean, I got it over Lord. I got it over Lord Willing. And I mean, so I really think it's a solid project. But let's go to the next project. My number 2 best album of 2025, and this encompasses everything, y'all. These are the best albums I've heard, bar none. Right? These are the best albums that I heard. These are the albums that I enjoyed. These are the albums that I listened to over and over. These are the things that I was spinning in my cassette deck, or not cassette deck. These are the things that I was spinning in my AirPods, in my radio, while I was headed to work, while I was, doing the things that I was doing and throughout the year. These are the things that I enjoyed. Drake and Party Next Door, Some Sexy Songs for You. Number 2. Number 2 for me. Number 2. After all the hate bombing, all the trolling Drake, all of the nonsense, the PDF stuff, all of the things, the UMG lawsuit, all of the things that they threw at this man. Kendrick at the Super Bowl. Don't forget Kendrick at the Super Bowl. All of the nonsense that they threw at Drake. Ebro calling Drake a sickness, a cancer to hip-hop music. Think about all of the things this man had to endure. Not just this year, but last year. Think about it. Think about the fact that this man had to endure Kendrick Lamar on the Super Bowl, calling him a PDF file, right? Last year, there was a song that you couldn't escape. You couldn't escape the song. You could not escape Not Like Us. Let's just keep it a buck. You could not escape Not Like Us. You went into the bar mitzvahs, Not Like Us. You went into the birthday parties, Not Like Us. The proms, the clubs, the grocery stores, the Targets, the Walmarts, the Pathmarks. You go into a quinceañera, they playing Not Like Us. You could not escape it. For Drake to battle through that, get through all of that nonsense, get through all of that turmoil, all of that hate, all of the hate bombing, all of the false allegation and the rumors, and they clowning him for the lawsuit and this and that, and he's beefing with the label, and all, for him to go through all of that and bring us this quality R&B hip hop album, I think that is astonishing. Fire! Nothing short of astonishing. I think that he was rapping his ass off on this album. I think that he gave us the melodies that we needed. Party. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of songs on here that I don't feel like they had the right chemistry. There's a couple of songs on here, but it's not many. It's not many songs on here where I feel like they wasn't floating on. Somebody Loves Me. To me, this is just me. I know a lot of people don't feel like this. I know a lot of people feel like this was the song of the year or that was the song of the year. For me, Somebody Loves Me is the song of the year for me. That's for me. For me. Right? Some of y'all might disagree. Give me 1 second. Some of y'all might disagree. Some of y'all may feel like, no, that wasn't the song of the year. Yada, yada, yada. For me, Somebody Love Me is the song of the year. That's the song of the year, in my opinion. I think that was the best song of the year. Whether you like, some of y'all was still riding with Kendrick, or some of y'all was still bumping, whatever you was bumping at the time. I think it was y'all was bumping some trash this year. That's a fact. But for me, song of the year, Somebody Loves Me. You had Nokia. That was a big hit this year. I love Nokia. That was one of my favorite songs this year. You had Spider-Man, Superman. That was a good record. Give Me a Hug. That was a good record. Raining in Houston. Great record. There was bops on this album, man. I mean, come on, man. Greedy, On My Way. There was some joints on this album that Drake and Party was floating on. And I wouldn't call this a rap album. I would call it more of a hip hop and R&B album. It's more traditional art. It's more traditional and more kin to R&B because there's more R&B on this album. It's not a lot of rapping on here. I mean, I'm trying to think. What was he rapping on? Give Me a Hug, and he probably rapped on maybe two. Oh yeah, Nokia. He rapped on Nokia. He probably rapped on like 2 songs on this album, maybe like 2 or 3 songs on this album. But I felt like this was a great body of work. This is easily my second. This could have been my favorite album, but I felt like Clips, they really came with a hard album. They came with like a front to back great album, in my opinion. There's a few songs on here that I didn't like. Let me go to the song. Let me go to the track list to the song that I didn't like. And it wasn't Meet Your Padre. I think people went too hard on Meet Your Padre. Meet Your Padre is a good song. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I still don't get the hate. I don't get the hate for Meet Your Padre. I still don't understand. That's not the song that I didn't like. I love seeing towers. The city is pretty, just like a flower. What color's the seeing towers? Blue tonight. The way I feel about you tonight. That was a bop. That was a bop. Mothballs, fire. Something about you, fire. Um, Crying in Chanel. I like the second part. I don't like the first part of the record, but I like the second part of that record. Spider-Man, Superman, fire. Deeper, fire. What else is on here? Small Time Fame, cool song. Cool song. Not that much in love with it, but cool song. Pimmy's Dilemma, I like that interlude. Brian Still, cool record. Give Me a Hug, dope. Drake was rapping his ass off on that record. Raining in Houston, I like that record. What was the song I didn't like? I like Celibacy. I like On My Way. It might have been Glorious. It might have been Glorious because I love. It might have been Glorious and When He's Gone because I love Greedy. I love On My Way. I love Celibacy. Somebody Love Me. I think that's the song of the year. Nokia. I love that song. Meet Your Padre. I feel like y'all was hating on. Yeah, so it might have been. It might have been Glorious and When He's Gone. It might have been Glorious and When He's Gone. But for the record, I think that this is the second best album of the year, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. I think this is the second best album of the year. Fire. And listen, if you disagree, let me know in the comment section. I'm fine with people disagreeing. If you don't feel like this was a great album, if you feel like I'm tripping, this wasn't that good of an album, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I'm down to have the debate. I'm down to go back and forth on it. You know, I think that this was a good album. You know, this is one of my favorite albums of this year. And let me see. I'm not gonna go through every single album. I'm just gonna tell you guys. I'm not gonna like go through every song and the first two were albums that I probably love the most. Hold on. Let me go back to the thing. Give me 1 second. I thought this was important to do as well because everybody put up their lists and sometimes when you see those lists, you'd be like, really? Is that what you picked? My number three was let me pull it up on my thing as well. My number three was De La Soul, Cabin in the Sky. I thought this was a great send-off album. It reminds me of the Tribe Called Quest last album. After Fife had passed away, and it's almost like a tribute album. I felt like De La did the same thing, you know, with one of their members that had passed away. I think Cabin in the Sky is easily an album of the year contender as well. I think in terms of like when we reflect on this year, just in my opinion, when we reflect on this year, we're gonna say the elder statesmen of hip hop, they really showed out this year. In my opinion, I feel like the elder statesmen in hip hop, the elder statesmen in rap, they showed out this year. They probably had the better albums this year, in my opinion. I don't feel like a lot of the younger guys really did a lot of great music this year, in my opinion. I don't feel like the younger guys, I'm talking about the younger guys that are in hip hop, the younger guys that are making a name for themselves in hip hop. Like, you know, the NBA young boys, the Playboy Cardis, any of the younger guys. I don't feel like they really put their foot in, put their foot in their music this year. I really don't. I feel like they kind of took a step back. I feel like this year was all about the elder statesmen in hip hop. I feel like they had the best albums this year, whether it be Clips, whether it be De La Soul. That's how I really feel. So, but Cabin in the Sky, that's one of my favorite albums this year. I thought it was well produced, great rapping, great features from Killer Mike and Nas, incredible body of work. Cabin in the Sky, and salute to Master Pill, and salute to Nas and De La Soul. For my number four, I had Infinite, Mobb Deep again. The elder statesmen. The elder statesmen were putting foot to ass when it comes to the young, people in hip hop. I don't feel like the younger guys in hip hop were really doing enough. Really making a statement, really showing and telling everybody that hip hop is ours now. I feel like the elder statesmen were really putting their foot on hip hop's neck this year. So yeah, I felt like Mobb Deep had an incredible album. I mean, on the whole album feels like Prodigy's with us. It doesn't feel like a posthumous album. It feels fresh. It feels modernized. It doesn't feel like none of the performances are phoned in. It doesn't feel like none of the performances are fake. They found a way to make it feel fresh and refreshing to hear Prodigy's voice and to hear Havoc, and kudos to Havoc. Havoc, he produced his ass off on this album. I think Havoc produced his ass off on this album. I think some of the beats, because a lot of people, they love Alchemist, and I think Alchemist is one of the best producers of all time as well. But I think Havoc had better beats on this album, in my opinion. When I go back to this album, I feel like a lot of the production Havoc was bringing, I was more, vibing more with that on this album. But Mobb Deep, number 4. Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2. I liked that album. I thought that was a great album. I thought that was a great album that he put out this year. Great production again from Alchemist. They came through with a good album. I think that's a great album this year. Tyler the Creator, Don't Tap the Glass. A lot of people was hating on this album. A lot of people, I think because Tyler's last album, Chromacopia, it was so personal. It was so it was so personal. It was so just very deep, detailed. He put a lot of work into Chromacopia, right? He told a lot of things in his story, a lot of things we never really knew about, a lot of things that we never even thought about. A lot of topics that he really opened up on that album. And I think that when this Don't Touch the Glass album came, and it was just so minimal, and he wasn't really trying to overly do anything or overly do anything. He's just like, here go a collection of songs that I worked on, that I'm vibing with. This is what I'm coming with. I'm putting it out. And I think that people were probably was expecting more, maybe. But I love this project. I love the melodies on this project. I love the songs on this project. I love what he came with. I love the minimalist approach. I love that he didn't try to go too deep. I love the fact that he just said, you know what, this is just what I want to come with. This is how I feel. This is how I'm moving. This is the vibe. This is the frequency that I'm on. I enjoyed that about this project. A lot of people try to kick him in for that, but I don't feel like every album has to be this deep, well thought out, introspective thing. Every album doesn't have to be like that. Sometimes an artist just wants to put out how they feel. It's not necessarily what they're going through or what they're trying to cope with. It's more so just, this is how I'm feeling. Here it goes. This is how I'm doing. A lot of mixtapes that we love from, whether it be Lil Wayne or whether it be from Gucci Mane, a lot of mixtapes were like that. It wasn't necessarily an artist trying to give you some introspection or trying to give you this deeper thought. They were saying, here goes some fire music. Here you go. Have it. It was just the frequency that they were on. Here you go. This is the frequency. I'm not trying to tell you a story. I'm not trying to be deep or introspective. I'm rapping. I'm coming with some great production. Here you go. And I think that's what Tyler ultimately was trying to do. He was just trying to give you where he is now, what he's feeling now. And I liked it. I liked the project and I enjoyed it. I don't think it was the best album this year, but I do think I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the album and I did enjoy the collection of songs. Number 7, Light Years. Now, I'm hearing a lot of conversation on this album. Even when it came out, I was hearing a lot of conversation on this album. A lot of people, they just, for some reason, people just don't like DJ Premier's production on this album. I mean, that's all you hear. Like literally, I've watched music review after music review on Light Years, and every music review is talking about how DJ Premier and his beats suck. And I disagree. I don't feel like DJ Premier gave Nas bad beats. I think that people got a little bit spoiled from the Nas, the last six Nas albums. I think people got a little bit spoiled by the modern production, Hit Boy and Nas working in chemistry and collaborating on those 6 projects. I think people got a little bit spoiled, and they're not looking at this Nas and DJ Premier album as a body of work. Look at it as a body of work. Don't, forget about the last 6 Hit Boy and Nas. Forget about those. Remove those from your memory. Remove that from your memory and remove every other Nas and DJ Premier song that you ever heard. If anybody's watching this and anybody's going back to this is what you need to do to enjoy this album. Take away all of the anticipation of Nas and DJ Premier working together. Take away that. Take away all of the songs that they had in the past, whether it be NY State of Mind or whether it be Second Childhood or whatever it be. Nas is like. Remove all of that from your memory and just go into this album and listen to it. Take away the legacy. Take away the Hit Boy Nas album. Take away all of that. Just listen to this album. It's an enjoyable album. Nas is introspective as ever. Do I feel like DJ Premier gave Nas some of the best beats that he's ever produced? No, but I feel like some of these beats are really good. I think the Sons Young Kings beat, that's a great beat. The Bouquet beat, great beat. The Get Ready joint, the first joint, good beat. There's some good beats on this album. That's the first thing I hear every time people talk about the Nas and the DJ Premier album. That's the first thing they say out of their mind. First thing they say out of their mouth. DJ Premier, he gave that nigga Nas some whack beats. Whack beats. I don't feel like that. I think this was one of the better albums this year. If you're a Nas fan, if you're a Nas fan from 94, or you appreciate that era of Nas up until today, I don't see how you don't like this album, in my opinion. If you're a Nas fan, I don't see how you don't like this album. If you know who Nas is to the core, because I'm a Nas fan, I understand who Nas is. Nas is a hip-hop student of the game. He loves hip-hop to his core. If you can't correlate that to what he tried to convey on this album, then you just probably don't understand Nas. This album is a love letter to hip hop. This album is a love letter to boom bap. This album is a love letter to that era. This album is not trying to be modernized. This album is not trying to compete with what Alchemist or what Conductor or what the producers of today are doing. This is just an album that is paying ode to hip hop. This is an album that is just, a great hip hop, traditional hip hop album. Why can't we just take it as that? Take it for what it is. Some of you hip hop fans just get on my nerves. Like, why can't we just enjoy what's in front of us? Why do we have to go back and look at Nas' last 6 albums with Hit Boy? Oh, it's not better than those albums. Or we got to look back 30 years ago. Oh, it's not better than Nas' NY State of Mind in 1994. Like, why are we comparing it to that? Let's compare it to today. Let's look at it for what it is today. And I think that's why people don't resonate with this album. I do feel like we got 4 people in the building. We got people coming in here. This is my top 10 list of albums that came out this year. And put your list. If you feel like these are albums that you vibed with, if you didn't vibe with, let me know. I want to know you guys' list. Let me know what you guys were vibing with this year. But I feel like you know, people need to just get off of it. You know, just stop hating on DJ Premier. And I agree with some of the statements that people have said. A lot of people have said, DJ Premier didn't give him good beats. DJ Premier didn't give him like the best product. I agree with a portion of that. But if you take away, and let me put that album on this. Let me put that album on the screen here, because I feel like this album has gotten too much hate. It's gotten too much hate. Because I truly believe that this is going to be an album that people hate on today. They're going to hate on this album today, and that's fine. They're going to hate on this album today. They're going to say DJ Premier didn't give him great beats. He gave him some trash beats and yada, yada, yada. They're going to say that today. But when people sit with this album for a few years and they realize what Nas and DJ Premier was trying to do with this album, that's when they're going to see. This is not one of those albums. This is a slow burn album. This is a slow burn album. This is not an album you're going to get in the first, couple of weeks. And that's another thing that I didn't like about when this album came out. People didn't give it a chance. I mean, literally, like, the album drops at 12 o'clock. People already got an opinion talking about it's trash, or DJ Premier gave him whack beats. People already had preconceived notions about the album or the production being bad. Did they ever really give it a chance? Did they ever really sit down and resonate with the album? Did they ever really say, you know what, let's give Primo a chance? I know this is not Primo in 1997. I know this is not Primo in 1994, 1995. I know this is not Primo with Gangstar. This is Premier in 2025. Let's give him a chance. Maybe he has something to offer, and I feel like he had something to offer here. Fire! 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 I even hear people complaining about the song Pause Tapes. People saying, Pause Tapes, that song sound like an old song. Bro, the song is about a particular point in time where people was pausing tapes to create beats. It's not supposed to have a modern sound to it. People were complaining about this album. I just feel like people didn't give this album a fair shot. They didn't give this album the love that it deserved. Let me go through the track list. Let me just go through the track list real quick. My Life is Real. I like that song. I like the intro track, right? Get Ready. I didn't like Get Ready. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't like Get Ready. When I heard Get Ready, I said it on the stream too. When I heard Get Ready, I was like, you know what? No, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. That's when I got worried. Then I heard NY State of Mind. I think people hate on this track. I think this is a good song. I like the Billy Joel sample. I like what Premier came with in terms of the beat and the chops he came with. I like that song. Welcome to the Underground, hated it. Madman, wasn't a fan. I thought it was all right though. Pause Tapes, it's a cool song. Writers, I love it. Sons, I love it. It's Time, probably my favorite song. Nasty Esco to Nasir, I love that song. My Story, Your Story, cool record. What's that? Bouquet. I love Bouquet. Junkie, I love Junkie. Shine Together, cool song. Third Childhood, decent closer. So ultimately, I think it's a solid album. Fire! 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 I didn't come away saying that this was a bad album. I came away saying ultimately that this was a solid body of work. Well, all I heard you guys say was y'all were just hating on Nas, hating on DJ Premier. Y'all said, I remember somebody said, hold on. I remember somebody was like this. Hold on. Somebody said, this is what DJ Premier his beats sounded like. You know when niggas make beats on the cafeteria table? Make a beat. Cafeteria. Hold on. Cafeteria table. School. Remember niggas used to make beats in cafeteria? Y'all was saying he was making these type of beats. Hold on, table beats. Hold on.
Hey bro, I'm bored. I'm trying to freestyle.
Hold on. Y'all was saying DJ Premier beats sounded like this. Y'all was saying that's what his beats sounded like. Y'all was saying his beats sound like cafeteria beats. Like somebody was banging on a cafeteria table making beats. Y'all said his beats was dusty, prehistoric, ancient. Y'all said DJ Premier was in an assisted living home making these damn beats. Shame on y'all. I don't feel like y'all gave this album time to breathe. I don't think a lot of y'all was listening to what the things that Nas was talking about. Nas was talking about some real stuff here. Some of you guys don't have a love for hip hop. He was talking about, different writers, people that did the lost art of graffitiing. A lot of people don't, uphold that in terms of hip hop culture. Did a whole song giving praise to those guys. Did a whole song talking about kings and young men, young boys. Nas was introspective as ever, and a lot of people, nobody was really kicking in Nas back. Everybody said Nas was rapping his ass off. It was really just Premier. Yeah, so I think that this album just got too much hate, in my opinion. Do I think it's the best album this year? No. But I think it's a good body of work. I think it's a good body of work. In my opinion. To me, I think it's a good body of work. I don't think it's a bad album. I think it's a good body of work. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. As a Nas fan, I was satisfied with it. I wasn't angry with it. I didn't get pissed off at the production. I wasn't mad at DJ Premier. A lot of y'all are angry at DJ Premier. You're angry with DJ Premier. You're absolutely pissed off that he gave Nas these beats. And I just don't get it. Like, let the man live, man. Hasn't DJ Premier done enough? Let's pull up DJ Premier, because I don't like the hate that y'all have given DJ Premier. Y'all went too hard on DJ Premier. Hasn't he done enough in hip hop? Some of you hip hop fans are just so damn ungrateful. I mean, the man has done so much in hip hop, but he got to make the greatest beat you ever heard in your life every time he get in the studio. The nerve of y'all. Hold on. Let me pull up DJ Premier's credits. Cause the nerve of you hip hop fans, bro. Some of y'all are just so ungrateful. DJ Premier been making beats since what, 1980s probably. Man done paid his dues. He been active since 1987 to now. Let's go down his production credits. Some of y'all are just so ungrateful. Nigga been doing it since 1987. No, he gotta make some better beats. His beats ain't good enough. His beats is trash. Hasn't he done enough for hip hop? Hasn't he done enough? Mr. Nice Guy, Gangstar album, 1989. Lord Finesse, he done did joints for Lord Finesse. Cool Red Alert. Step in the Arena. That's one of my favorite Gangstar albums. Come on now. Excellence of the Form of Intellect. Step in the Arena. Come on. Check the Technique. Love Sick. Hasn't he done enough? Let's go through the credits. Because some of you hip-hop fans are so damn ungrateful. Hip-hop has some of the most ungrateful fans on the planet. That's a fact. Fire! 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 a fact. And my thing is, hasn't DJ Premier done enough? Hasn't he done enough in hip hop? He's given his life, his soul. He didn't pick through mountains of records trying to give you musical excellence. He's worked with the best. He's produced for the best. He's given his heart and soul to this game. And all you fans can say is it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Your beats is whack. They ancient. You ungrateful hip-hop fan. Come on, bro. Look at all the work he's done. Gangstar, Deli Operation. This one he was only working with that. Look, he didn't work with Too Short. Loose Ends, Mobb Deep, Peer Pressure, Heavy D and the Boys, The Youngster, Boss, Deeper, Drive By, Mobb Deep, Juvenile Hell. Look at all the work. Das Effects, KRS-One, Return of the Boom Bap. All you can ask for is more. Give us more. Give us better beats, DJ Premier. We want more. The ungrateful hip-hop fan. Look, we're going to go down DJ Premier's credits. Shaheem, Jeru the Damager, Illmatic. He does 3 of the best songs on Illmatic. NY State of Mind, Memory Lane, Represent. Then he goes on to work with he does another Gangstar album, Hard to Earn. Probably the best Gangstar album, Hard to Earn. Incredible album. Now, I'm not gonna lie. 94 to 97, in my opinion. I'm gonna keep it real. 94 to 97, I feel like that's when DJ Premier was making his best beats. Because Hard to Earn, all those beats are fire. All the beats on Illmatic are fire. I think from 94 to about 97, he was making some of his best beats. Jeru the Damager, Buckshot, Big Daddy Kane, Notorious B.I.G., Unbelievable. Let's continue. Showbiz and AG. Bone Thugs and Harmony. He done worked with everybody. Fat Joe, Das Effects, Group Home. Guru does a Guru album. Bahamadia, Jay-Z does Reasonable Doubt. It Was Written. M.O.P., Firing Squad. I didn't even know he did the majority of the album. Notorious B.I.G., Kicking the Door, 10 Crack Commandments. Fire! Come on, bro. DJ Premier gave you 10 Crack Commandments and Kicking the Door. And you disrespecting him. You calling his beats whack. You're calling his beats trash, prehistoric, ancient. Well, he then gave you 10 Crack Commandments and Kicking the Door. Have you no shit. You guys are ungrateful. Hip-hop has some of the most ungrateful fans on the planet. The man has done so much in hip-hop, but you guys feel like you guys could disrespect him just because he made some beats that you didn't like, that you didn't enjoy. You guys are ungrateful. But that's just my opinion on that. I hate to get into a whole rant on that, but I just felt like that, Felt like you guys are just kind of the average hip-hop fan is a bit ungrateful, in my opinion. Number 8, Earl Sweatshirt, Live, Love, Laugh. Live, Love, Laugh, yeah. I love that album. It has some great production. That's my number 8 album. I think Earl Sweatshirt was rapping his ass off. He got into his bag, laid back. I love Earl's music, man. It's very chill. He doesn't try to pretend something. He doesn't try to pretend who he's not. I can respect any artist who fully embodies who they are. They're not trying to pretend to be anything that they're not. They're living their music. They embody their music. So I appreciate that about Earl's music. So I think that's another great album by Earl. great. I love majority of his discography as well. Raekwon, Emperor's New Clothes. I love that album. Enjoyed it. Do I think it's another Purple Tape or of that level? No. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that that's a great album in his discography. You know, I don't think it's better than Purple Tape 1 or Only Built for Cuban Links 2. But it's a good album. It's a solid album. It's one of his more solid albums, in my opinion. And number 10, I gave it to Chance Starlight. Now, Chance the Rapper, he's another guy who went through a big slump in his career. He went through a very big slump. He put out that album, what was it, The Big Day? I think it's called The Big Day, where it was just, a very lackluster album. Didn't sell well. He just talked about how much he loved his wife. I felt like this was his Get Back album. I felt like he really came back tough. He really came back with something to say. He really, came back with great production, came back with great raps. And salute to him. I don't have a problem putting him on this list. I think that he had one of the better albums this year. So yeah, Chance the Rapper with Starlight. Yeah, I enjoyed that album. I thought it was a good album. But listen, guys, I just wanted to do a top 10 albums of 2025, give you guys my opinion on some of the best music. I do feel like Clips had the best album, and I do think that Drake and Party had, they could have been easily number one for me. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I really enjoyed that album. But let me know what you guys think of this list. Let me know what you guys feel. Let me know what you guys have in terms of your top favorite album this year. What did you enjoy? What did you like? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And that's it, y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. I'll probably see you guys on another live tomorrow. God willing. We will see.